your hand in mine. Forever's about to happen right here in this moment of time. So let's draw a line right here in the sand, and let it be said that on this very day is the day that we took a stand. Cause not just a game, it's more than a game, it's more than the hurt, it's more than the pain, it's more than the glory, it's more than the fame. This right here's about legacy, man, so it's bigger than me, it's bigger than us. We can lose sight in the midst of the fuss, let's slow it down and take it in. Enjoy this moment, what's the rush? They want it bad, but we wanted more. This is what we've been waiting for. With tears in our eyes, we let our hearts roar. Unleash war when we walk out this door. We won't be delayed, we won't be denied. In the end, we won't be refused with clear eyes, a full heart. There's no way that we can lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Clear eyes.
You're watching the Week 5 edition of the Tiger Football Report. John McElroy joined by head coach Jody Grant of the Bentonville Tigers. Well, Coach Grant, as we talked last week, this week's opponent, the Fort Smith Northside Grizzlies. Of course, the Tigers going out on the road again this week, down the River Valley to Mayo Thompson Stadium. You know, I think, Coach, when a lot of folks maybe looked at this matchup, you know, they like to just look at records, and you're playing a 1-3 team, but that's really a misnomer. I mean, you look at Fort Smith Northside, 3 losses, but to 3 very good football teams that I think going in had a combined record of 12-0. So Fort Smith Northside, as we talked about, a very, very tough test for the Tigers Friday night.
Absolutely. You know, I was talking to their coach before the game, and he said, you know, collectively between their opponents after tonight, if we had, you know, obviously if Bentonville beats Northside and all the other people that they played, I think they would be a combined 20-0. So, I mean, you're talking about top programs in the Class 6A in Pine Bluff and Greenwood, and then obviously with Fayetteville and Bentonville. So they play a tough schedule. So, yeah, a lot of people just looked at their record, but we knew going in, and our kids understood what we were going with. Very athletic defense. Obviously had a great skill guys offensively. So we knew that we were going to be in for a fight, especially being on their home turf.
And Coach, you know, as you're going down there, you're going back on the road again, 3 weeks playing Tiger Stadium. What did you talk to about your kids in terms of going down there and needing to get off to a good start?
Well, we just talked about playing on the road is different. You know, the fan support, yet still good, not what we're used to at home, and not to let that stuff, you know, don't let that stuff affect you. And just to go out and play and start fast, which we did going into the game. And, you know, it's always tough to play on the road, and Fort Smith is a tough place to play. So our kids had to adjust to some of that and work through it.
All right, well, we're going to take you out to Mayo Thompson Stadium for the first half highlights here after our first break. You're watching the Tiger Football Report. All right, Coach, so you won the toss, you deferred the option in the second half. Northside's going to get the ball, and here we go.
Yeah, we obviously would like to kick the ball in the end zone. Did a great job right there, give him a short field. Here's Logan Darby on a big interception. This is a play that we had seen on film. We had a pretty good idea what we were going to get out of that. We wanted to bait that throw, and we did. So we've put our offense in a great position with a short field, able to operate a little bit. There's a little throw to Clay Barganier, who once again is doing some stuff for us. And then down here low, we punch it in with Jacob Clark on an inside zone play.
Could not have scripted a better start to this football game, Coach. Defense gets a big stop and a turnover. You know, turnovers have really plagued Northside over the first few weeks, but you take advantage, and I think that's what's important. You take advantage of that opportunity, turnover, punch a quick one in, off to a great start.
Yeah, you like going in and having some good things happen to you early, especially on the road. So our kids are real confident at this point. And here we go, putting our defense back out there. And after a 3 and out, or after a turnover like that, your defense is playing with some confidence. You can see them flying around. That's a big tackle for loss by Tyrone and Destin Atkins right there. Our guy, I thought our run defense was really, really strong early in the first half and did some things, forcing a punt, getting the ball back for our offense with really pretty decent field position.
And Brandon Atchison on that last tackle, boy, he's been doing a great job this year at that inside linebacker spot.
Yeah, he sure is. Here's our little shovel pass, which we worked on all week. Felt like we could have some success with that, and it worked out pretty good. You know, this is a very athletic defense, and you know, their speed. We had to, you know, our kids had to adjust to their speed. And you know, Casey here on the sprint out throws an interception. I put our defense back out there in a tough situation. But, you know, very pleased with the way they're playing and flying to the football and taking pride in getting stops.
You know, Coach, as researching this game, one of the things looked at is a very strong defensive line, but Northside very strong linebacking core. So it was tough at times offensively for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think Northside's defense is very underrated. I think as the conference goes on, people will talk as Northside as being one of the better defenses in the conference, and that showed Friday night.
Well, Hayden Moore doing a great job right there getting that punt after he let it go, but he got it back, got that punt away.
Yeah, he's done a great job for us. Here we are again back on defense, doing a good job in the run game. These guys really played well up front, did exactly what we were asking them to do. Very pleased with the performance of, just love the effort that we had of these guys.
Moving now into the second quarter of play. Running the jet sweep there.
Yeah, they kind of got confident doing some stuff. But when the ball's on the ground, you'd like to see us get that ball. They were able to recover it back. But they're late in the second quarter. They had a little success with a little outside zone concept, blocking back on our outside linebacker, which we got that cleaned up. But just our kids just played phenomenally up front and just tackled well and did things right.
And Noah Stubbs, Austin Roth in there on that last tackle. Well, defense really getting after it.
Yeah, I give our offense a short field again, and hopefully we can protect our quarterback here and operate a little bit. They did a great job covering our people up. You know, their secondary is phenomenal. So we ended up having to punt, get down here, hitting them pretty good down here and back them up. So, which with the way our defense is playing, you feel very comfortable if you have to punt the football the way your defense is playing. And, you know, so we were able to do that.
Well, you know, the way the game started, Tigers scored within the first couple of minutes. You thought maybe this would be kind of a shootout, or at least thought Tigers would be able to put a lot of points on the board. But man, this really settled into kind of a defensive field position type of game.
Sure did, sure did. Here it is right before half, and they throw two big vertical balls, one on each side to our corners. We felt like this was a pass interference that didn't get called. You know, but that happens. That's part of the game, and they made some plays, and so our defense really had to step up here late. The guy ends up getting down here and kicks him a field goal, which we'll take that. You know, once we talk about our guys, if we can hold them to 3 when they're in the red zone, we take that as a win for us.
So 3 minutes 44 seconds left to go in the first half. The score now, Tigers are up 7-3. I'll try to get it back and try to put one more in before half here.
Yeah, here we're kicking it off to Tyrone. Didn't get a lot what we wanted out of that, so here we are. I got a long way to go. Jacob Clark has a nice little run here. Got a face mask penalty tacked on there, which helped.
Going right there, one play, flipping the field. Now you're ready to operate.
Yeah, now we're doing good things. This is, you know, Casey to Chase. Chase has done so much for us, and asking him to, you know, do a lot for us offensively and changing the position as a senior. And he's bought in, and I'm glad to see him get an opportunity to score there, and then add our extra point here to make it 14-3.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you know, Chase, you mentioned Chase there, and he looks like he's having fun doing these things and really contributing at big time.
You got to have a guy like that, you know, be involved in your scheme because he's such a leader for our football team. You just don't want a guy like that sitting on the bench, you know, and he's athletic and good enough to do things for us.
So now you got a 14-3 lead as we near the halftime. Feeling a little better about this right now, but you know Northside's got a very dangerous team.
They sure do. We know they'd come out and have some stuff for us. You know, it was a good job here in the run game. Our linebackers and our D-line did exactly what we asked them to do, and it really showed. And here they go back at us on the deep stuff. This is right there. We got to have better coverage right there. We've talked about that. You know, that's a good receiver right there. He's going to be one of the best receivers in the conference. This is right before half. As we're going in, we're very fortunate to keep them from the end zone as they were all the way down on the 2-yard line, and for them not to get any points there is a big win for our defense.
Well, there you have it. The Tigers up 14-3 as we move to halftime. We'll be back with the second half highlights here in just a moment. You're watching the Tiger Football Report.
Crane Hyundai of Bentonville is your hometown full-service dealer. Our sales department gives you access to hundreds of new and pre-owned vehicles, and our award-winning service department is here to fix your problem quickly and get you back on the road. At Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, everything we do is backed by the Crane Commitment, including a 100,000-mile warranty on every new and pre-owned vehicle, and our 100-hour love it or leave it exchange policy. Come see us at Crane Hyundai of Bentonville, located on Moberly Lane in Bentonville.
At Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale, we understand that life is too short to spend hours in an ER waiting room. And we know that in an emergency, minutes really do matter. So our entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a clinical professional in 30 minutes or less, because we think you should spend less time waiting and more time feeling better. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, only at Northwest Health System Bentonville and Springdale.
All right, back here at Mayo Thompson Stadium, and good thing about deferring, you get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, we like to defer. That way we get to come back and get the football. A little better field position here with Tyrone returning it back, around to the 20-yard line. Love to see him hang on to the football there. Luckily he was down. We opened up in the second half with a slew of different backs here. This is Destin Atkins. We've got some talented running backs that play defense a lot, so they don't get as many carries. But Destin Atkins and Austin Roth came in along with David Nichols and carried the football for us some early in the third quarter, and it really paid off.
Well, Northside's defense holds you there, Coach, I think to a 3-and-out, so you have to punt it away. And now we're going to just kind of get into a defensive battle for most of the third and into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we were. It's back, basically just a quality defense being played from here on out. They had some success doing some things, but for the most part, we made some adjustments on some stuff. There's Logan Darby coming up, making a big-time play for a drop of about 2 or 3 yards, forcing them to punt out of their own end zone. The guy hadn't punted great all night until this one right here, and he absolutely just flipped the field on us.
Yeah.
But it's all right. We got the ball back, and we're about to try to start operating some offensively.
Clay Barganier, once again, 8 catches on the night. That's 18 catches over the last 2 games. Still getting it done.
Yeah, he's been great for us, and we've got to keep finding a way to get him the football.
Good coverage.
Great coverage right there. I tell you, our guys are doing a good job buying into our special teams. Right here, they're in a fly sweep. Our corner is designed to come up and make a play. We like that, but this is the state championship in a 100-meter dash. We don't have anybody that's going to catch him once he hits the edge. We knew once he hit the edge, we were in trouble. That's an 80, I think that was a 70-something, 80-something yard run. You take that out, I think we held him and rushing to 60 or 70 yards. So, you can't take that out, it's there, but we felt good about how we handled that. That was a great play by a great football player right there. We ended up putting Roth back there to return this one. If he doesn't trip right there, I think he has a chance to have a pretty special return.
Yeah, just caught a bad part of the turf, but I think you're right, Coach. He would have gone. There's Casey now, kind of getting into the action. Got to try to move the sticks here, don't we?
Yeah, we do. It's time to start operating and moving the sticks and doing some stuff. And well, what a great play by their linebacker right there. And in a crucial time, our defenses kind of have to bow their necks here because the momentum has officially swung in the Grizzlies' favor here, and our defense really stepped up.
Well, we've talked so many times about the Bentonville defense and, the team speed. And well, right here is where you really rely on that, isn't it, Coach?
There's no doubt about it. Our guys really got after it and did some things, and we were put in some situations, and, our guys really succeeded.
One of the leaders out there on that defense, Brandon Atchison, leading tackle on the team, but, you go to the other inside linebacker, David Nichols. I really thought in the second half he really started coming on.
He sure did.
In that second half, and then we'll see him here in a little while on the offensive side of the ball as well.
Yeah, David's done good things for us, and he'll continue to do that. He's a great football player.
All right, moving here into the fourth quarter, you're up 14-10.
Another big-time turnover backed up, so they're getting the football with a short field. Once again, putting our defense in a situation that's not ideal. We got to really rise up and make some plays here. We started getting after them a little bit. They did some stuff. You know, they got so many athletes on the edge that we got to be careful with them getting the ball out there. Kerry goes up, makes a great play on a phenomenal receiver. And, you know, they've been messing with our corners a little bit and feel like they had some success. We come up here in short yardage. That's a big, huge stop for us right there. I mean, it is big. I mean, you're looking at a 4th down situation there, and we get a big stop. And now it's time for our offense to go operate now.
Casey, and going to get it out there. Is that Barganier again?
Yeah, a little wheel route and a hole shot, big time throw and catch. Avery hits the edge here. I think we're just short of a 1st down here. This is short yardage. I can't tell right there. We do our quick stuff. This is a 1st down at this point. So now we're starting to get a little confidence offensively, and we know we got to put points on the board. We get the ball to David Nichols, who hits the edge, and you can see he takes this one into the house. Very important score.
And Coach, with the momentum that Northside Grizzly defense had throughout most of the second half, you know, one thing is what I talked to you about before the broadcast, I thought that was just really impressive how the offense, who had really struggled a lot in the second half, came out there and said, you know, we got to take advantage of this opportunity that our defense is playing well. We need to help them out here.
Yeah, and that's something we talk about all the time with our guys as a team as a whole is we got to be a team that when things aren't going good, we got to be able to overcome that. And they showed that they did. I mean, because truthfully, offensively, we were struggling for multiple series, and they could have easily given up, but they fought through and battled through it. And here we got our defense back out there. Things are happening for us. We got to do everything we can to get them off the field so we can get the ball back to our offense and work some clock.
Yeah, now you're up 21-10, I believe it is, and you know, while you're not comfortable yet till all the zeros are on the clock, you got to be feeling good because you know your defense has been playing outstanding tonight.
Yeah, we felt pretty comfortable with our defense out there most of the night. I mean, if you take away the big long run, they really, really played well, and so we felt good about that. They're fired up about being out there, and they understand what their role is, and they did a good job. So I thought we had a pick right there. It fell out of his fingertips there, but we're in position here. Hold him to a field goal opportunity here, and he misses wide left. So this is big. Once again, a big stop. That's my favorite formation in football right there when we're taking a knee. And I'm going to tell you what, that's a big, big win against a really quality football team and program on the road.
Well, there you have it. The Tigers win it 21-10 over the Fort Smith Northside Grizzlies. We'll be back in just a moment to preview next week's game with the Harbor Wildcats. You're watching the Tiger Football Report. All right, we're back on the Tiger Football Report. Well, Coach, next week, homecoming and a very good football team coming to Bentonville Tiger Stadium, the Harbor Wildcats. So talk about next week, preparation for Harbor and the importance of homecoming week, special week in Bentonville.
Yeah, with it being homecoming, I know it's a special week for everybody here in Bentonville, and a lot of the student body and faculty always get involved in homecoming, and so it's a fun time. But ultimately, we got a football game to play, and a very good quality program coming in here that's very well coached and do some. Offensively, I'm very impressed with them, the way they're operating this year and scoring some points, and they're very good on defense as well. So, our kids will have to be prepared well and play well, but I'm glad it's on our turf, and we got to, I like our chances out here at home.
All right, Coach. Well, congratulations, as now the Tigers go to 2-0 in the 7A West, 5-0 on the season now, and best of luck to you as you take on the Harbor Wildcats next week.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And we'd like to thank you for joining us here each week where we take you inside of Bentonville Tiger football. So long, everyone.
You need to understand this. I love your effort. I love the way you're playing, but we got some stuff to work on. If we're going to be the football team that we're capable of being, we got to be able to execute and operate a lot better. We're very fortunate to come down here and get a win. All right? Very fortunate. You need to understand that. We got to correct some mistakes because we got a big one next week. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Take care of your body. Make sure you get this locker room clean. See you at 8 o'clock in the morning. Hold it up, boys.
Get it, Kai, get it.
We killed the man!
Get it, Kai.
I want to do something first.
As Nick Gibson's with us, sing happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.